Last week, I unlocked two new achievements. I ran a half marathon for the first time and I went viral on Reddit. There are far better people to tell you about running half marathons, so I will stick to navigating Reddit. Let's get into it. But before getting into all of this, I briefly want to cover why Reddit is a good choice for you right now. If you are already sure about it, feel free to skip this part and jump to the next chapter. I will briefly cover what is happening with Reddit right now. If you look at this chart, this is the amount of traffic that is coming on Reddit. And the traffic has increased by 6x in the last 1 year since the Google's update in June 2023 in its algorithm. What Google has done is it has focused more on user generated content for most of the search query. If you look for any major software, for example, if I look for a software for social media, you will see that in the top 10 results, there are multiple Reddit threads showing up. There is a specific section for it within discussions and forums, and then individually, the threads also come up over here. And this is not only for softwares. For example, even if I look for something like best protein supplement for weight loss, you will see that within the top 10, there is a Reddit thread mentioned. And even beyond that, Reddit ranks in top 10 search results for any search query across the domain. Second benefit that you have on Reddit if you are a beginner is that Reddit's algorithm give equal preference to every post. It does not matter what you're following, who is posting content. If people find it engaging or useful, they upvote it and it reaches more people. For example, if I'm a beginner right now, on most of the social platforms, including YouTube and Twitter, I have a very limited following. So it's difficult for me to get huge number of eyeballs on these platforms. But when I talk about Reddit, it's much more easier because it's a level playing ground. Now jumping on to the next part. So this post that I made over here got 20k views and 272 comments, and even more people shared it. I also posted this on another subreddit. I got 10k views from there, 58 comments, and 34 shares. This is the kind of reach that I cannot get on other platforms. Not just that, the Reddit post also is the second search result on Google. Now, talking about how I got viral, I posted about a small side project that I made. It allows anyone to post on X, Blue Sky, and Threads at once. All of these are text-based platforms, and people post same kind of content on all these three platforms. So if you look at the demo video here, you can see that anyone can just put in any content that they would want to post. They can select the platforms they want to post it on, and once they click on post, the content is posted across platforms. This is Blue Sky, this is Threads, and the third one is X or Twitter. One of the reasons why I created it right now is that a lot of people are starting to move from Twitter or X to Blue Sky. And the reason for that is partly because of US elections. But what that means for business owners is that you have another platform where you can get engagement. When I had this idea that I want to create a prototype for this kind of an app, then I wanted to execute really fast because a lot of people at the same time would have had the same thought. And even if you go within the comments, you will see that certain people have mentioned that they were looking for such a tool right now. This person has mentioned that they were looking for someone to create something like this. So it becomes really important to execute on such short timeline. I used Windsurf for creating this tool. Windsurf is a AI powered IDE. I made a video on it some time back on how I create apps using Windsurf. Go check it out if you are interested. I will not cover the nitty-gritties of building this app in this video, but once I had the idea, I executed fast and I built this prototype within 1 hour. And that 1 hour was majorly research on figuring out that how do I get APIs of different platforms. Well, this tool was 20% of the entire process. Next, I wanted to focus on how I present it to people. Including a video is really important because people tend to not read long posts on platforms like Reddit. A video makes it really easy to consume. Kept the video really short. That was on purpose. I wanted to keep it under 30 seconds because beyond that, people get bored. So if you look at this video, it's a video can describe the entire product on its own. And I've used animations within this video to zoom out and zoom in at places that catches attention, that makes it easier for people to focus on the video. Next part was I wanted to keep the title and the description really subtle. So I just wrote a one-liner description of what the app does. I experiment with multiple titles for different platforms, but these were just slight variations of the words here and there. Then I kept a comment as well where I just described that how I came up with this idea and what I am looking for from the community. One key aspect over there is that it's really important that you write these things yourself. These should not feel like Chat GPT or Claude generated. That just defeats the purpose of platforms like Reddit, where people want to talk to actual humans. Another aspect that I considered while posting this is that I wanted to mention that this is free and open source, because I gave people something for the time that they put in coming up with the features that I should be adding. This is quite important on Reddit, because on Reddit, people love it when you are trying not to sell anything. Because on the internet, in disguise, everyone is trying to sell you something. If you are on a blog, they might be trying to sell you their software, or if you are on a platform like Facebook or Instagram, you are being shown ads where they are trying to sell you something. So if you use this correctly, basically giving out free stuff, making things open source, then people would really want to buy your paid stuff as well. Builds a lot of trust when someone is giving out when someone is creating open source software, people tend to trust them more. Even on the GitHub repository of this project, I got 43 stars. As I build this app further, I plan to keep it open source because I want to add value to people of the subreddit. One thing that I would be improving upon these posts in the future is that I would want to create a flow for users. Right now, people had to ask for a way to keep tabs on the project. So I did not create a landing page while I was posting this product. A landing page is not required, but a waitlist is definitely needed because people want a way to get updates on something that they are interested in. So now I've included a link on the post where people can come up, they come on a landing page and they can join a waitlist. Again, this page was created using Windsurf. Using AI code editors just make it really easy and fast for creating something like this. I shared this product over the side project subreddit. I shared it over Indie Hackers subreddit, and I also shared it on SaaS subreddit. So these are subreddits where people talk about products, and these are developers or indie hackers for making their product. You can also find any subreddit for your niche. There is a website, Gummy Search, which is valuable if you are looking to post on Reddit and you're looking to do any kind of research. So over here you can see list of different subreddits where you can find a subreddit according to your niche. You can also search for different categories. For example, let's say if you are no code software, then there are communities where people specifically talk about it. So you can use this tool to find the perfect subreddit for you. Thanks for watching the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.